Hello guys and welcome back to Repair and Resell. In today's video we're gonna take a look at this controller. I bought it locally, and the problem with it is that it's being thrown into a wall and this part here broke off, so we will need to replace it. There is also missing a L1 button, sorry. And also because of this that has been broken, the R2 button also seems to miss a spring or something. Maybe the spring is still there, but this R2 button feels weird. And mainly the problem with this is that the part that is missing there, you can see it on the other side, it's still here, is like just the tip of the iceberg, because I got the new parts here and I will show you what it looks like. Basically, to be able to fix this issue, we need to change this whole thing here. So basically what we will need to do is to disassemble the whole Dualshock 4 and to reassemble it on this inner frame. So this is our goal. Also get some new buttons. We will see what they look like. Also got some springs. And right now what I can see is that this one is more black than the other one, as you see. So what I think I will do is that I will change all the button with new one, and I'm gonna keep the gray one for parts on other broken controller, because otherwise it will just look silly to have one black R1 button here. I don't know why they do it in black, because on this kind of inner frame it's already gray and there is basically no black button that goes on here. So I don't know why they did them black, but they did it and we will have to deal with it. So first of all, we're gonna open the controller. I don't know if I've already removed the screws. No, they are still here. So we're gonna do that right now. I will maybe cut this part off camera so it's being a bit faster, or maybe I will just accelerate the video. I'm not sure what I will do now, but I think that in this video I'm gonna let the disassemble of the controller, because we're basically going to do a full tear down of the controller, and this might be useful for some person not aiming to watch multiple video, so they can watch only one and they have anything they need. So I warn you right now, this might be a pretty long video, because we're gonna see a lot of things that you need to know when you want to tear this apart. So this one, as it's being thrown into a wall, I think that there is some grip missing, so it's really easy to remove this back cover. Here we go. So the opening part is basically done. So I think I will still need to leave you a link in the description below if you struggle to open your controller. So this we won't need to touch. Oops. Oh, so yeah, this is still broken, so I'm gonna put that aside. And the spring is there, but the spring is there, yeah, you can see it here. The spring is right on the side here. Okay, so this is the back of the controller. If you want to know how to disassemble this part, I already have a video on this, so I'm gonna link down below also, but we're gonna be more concentrate on this part so we can work our way here. So I'm gonna take this pair of tweezers and we're gonna disconnect the battery. Basically what I like to do is that you take the connector by its side and you wiggle it until it comes off. Usually it's not taking much time. Just like that. And now the battery is removed. Now we're gonna remove this plastic battery cover. Usually it's all by 2 pins, one here and one on the other side, just right here. and now we can remove it also. We would remove the touchpad ribbon cable, just like that. Sometime when you want to pull out the inner frame, this gets in the way. Now we will need our screwdriver back. There is basically one screw to remove right there. And basically, if you want to know which model of controller this is a GDM 040. So a 4th generation controller, and in the V2 category. Maybe you hear a bit more of the version than of the generation. So here we go here. Now we're gonna take a look at this part. If this interests you to disassemble your controller, maybe you need it for some repair. Basically, the touchpad, if you want to remove it, all you do is you flip it inside like this, and now it's out. So if you want to change this, if it's broken or anything like that, you do this like this. And if you want to put it back, you just flip it in just like this, and make sure that the ribbon cable is under the bar right here. It's where it goes. I will show you. You see that bar? The ribbon cable goes under. And if you want to remove some button, basically all you need to do is to remove the proper conductive pad, and then you can play with your button. So this is it for this part of the controller. Now we'll go back to the other part. I'm gonna put this one aside. And now this can be a bit more tricky. I'm gonna remove the thumbsticks also right now. You just have to pull on them. And this part can be a little bit more tricky. It's the part where we'll need to unsolder the rumble motor from the controller. Basically, for this you will need a soldering iron. I have mine plugged in. I was just wondering how we'll do that. And there we go. It will be a bit more difficult for me, but you will see a lot better on your side. So I'm gonna grab my soldering iron, and all you need to do, sorry, I'm really close to the camera. All you need to do to remove the rumble motor is you grab them with a pair of tweezers like this, and you will just apply the soldering iron at the base of it, and it will melt the solder, and you should be able to lift it up. So I will do the same for the 4 of them, just like this. While doing that, also be really careful not to touch any plastic piece with your soldering iron, because you will melt them. And once you melt the pieces, you cannot unmelt them back. So this will be done with the soldering iron. I'm gonna put it back in place, and all you need to do now with the soldering part is to solder them back in place. But it's not a big concern on our side. And now that we remove these, we can just get I will take rid of these boxes now that we see that part. Maybe I will bring them back later, but for the moment I'm gonna get rid of them. Here we go, we're back in place. So now the motherboard can be removed. Sometimes there is some pins. Whoops, sorry, I almost dropped it. Sometimes there is some pins that you need to pull over. In this one there is 2. One at the left ear and one at the right ear. Just gonna do that. And then I have it. So this is our motherboard. It will go in the other frame. Now we will also remove this conductive pad. For that, all you need to do is that you need to unhook it like this, and it should come off. It should come off pretty easily, but make sure not to rip the conductive film under it, because you will have other problem. So this side is done. We're gonna do the other one. Now we're gonna do the L2 button. Usually you need to oh, the spring is also missing on this side. Interesting. So usually what you need to do is you are gonna need to flip it on, you rock it on one of its side and it should come off. Sometimes it's harder than other time. And I don't want to break it because I will probably reuse it in other repair. Okay, so I think we will start by removing the L1 button. There is different model, but on this one, I will show it to you. There is two clips to remove. There is one here and one on the other side that is holding in place. I'm taking a flathead screwdriver to remove them easily. Just like this. Sometimes it's a bit delicate. Like this. Gonna try it again here. I think it's ready to come off. Yeah, here we go. So this is done. We're gonna put it aside. And now we're gonna take a look at this L2 button that doesn't want to come off. This is strange. But you know, it's always like that when you're trying to show something to someone. I'm gonna try it with the screwdriver right here to do kind of a lever effect. This one is really well in place and is really hard to remove. No, still doesn't want to come off. So I'm thinking of a way to do this. Usually I don't have this kind of problem. Ah, I get it. With the screwdriver, I inserted here, and with the lever effect, I was able to. I will try to do it on the other side also. Yeah, here we go. Now it's removed and it's not break, so this is good. We're gonna be able to reuse it on something else. So here we go. We're gonna do the same thing with the conductive pad under it. We're gonna remove it like we removed the other one. This is done. And now I think we will remove the conductive film first. So I think I will just unclip it at the back first so it can move more freely. Then I'm gonna unclip on the side just like this. Now we need to try. I will unclip it everywhere before doing this part. Don't know if I can pass it through before. No, I cannot do that. So now how this is supposed to work. This is very well put in place. Yeah, here we go. We got it like that. So basically we need to get this part to flip over the bigger one. Yeah, I think I get it now. It's gonna be a bit harder on this side as there is this little bar. But if you raise it enough, it should work. We'll try to do it in the delicate way. Yeah, here we go. I get it. And now we will just remove this one right here. Yeah, Just like that. And here we go. This is now removed. We'll wait still a bit for the final teardown to put all back in place. So this starts to look a lot more like this one, which is pretty nice because we're getting closer and closer to our final step. So we're gonna remove the rumble motors. In order to do so, I like to take a bigger screwdriver. These are held in place by adhesive tape at the back of the controller. This can be a bit hard to take them out in place because this adhesive tape is really strong. So I'm just gonna try to wiggle my way around and trying to get these rumble motor to come out. This can take a bit of time, but I'm pretty sure we'll succeed. This one is already wiggling a bit. All I'm doing now is I try to make the adhesive tape move a little bit so it's easier to do so. And I think I'm getting it now. Yeah, this is definitely coming off. Yeah, I can see it. Here we go, slowly but surely. Yeah, just like that. We're gonna take it out, and just to be sure that we still have a good grip on them, I will put them back in the other one. The adhesive tape in place should do a nice job to keep it there. So I'm not worried, and also in the controller it's really unlikely to fall, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the other one. Just gonna work around, making the adhesive tape work a little bit. See if we can do this. Now we're gonna try on the other side. See what it does. I can already see it move a bit, but it's still hard. I don't want to hurt myself also, so I'm trying to find a good way to grip that. We already see some adhesive coming up. Oh yeah, this is coming off now. We're gonna try it that way. Here we go. This is off now. So it takes quite a lot of force to take them out of there, but as these are metal and as the rumble motor are metal, they are really strong. So I doubt you will break them. Worst thing it can happen is that you break this part here, but this one is already scrapped, so I don't really care if it broke anyway. So rumble motor in place. Now what do you think we will do? We will go for the speaker. So here is the speaker. I'm gonna take a pair of tweezers. We're just gonna remove that part here, the speaker grid first. Oh, this looks like it's really glue on. We'll do it slowly but surely, not to mess anything up. I still want to be able to put it on the other one. Yeah, just like that, slowly but surely. and there should still be enough adhesive to put it back on the other one. So just like that. This is really fragile, so I'm going really slow on purpose. Don't want to stretch it too much either. So going a really delicate way. And this is done. We're gonna put it on the other one. Gonna try to line it up perfectly. So there we go. This one is nicely in place, and this start to look more and more like an actual Dualshock 4 with something in it. I'm gonna remove the speaker. Usually it should be easy. They are not. There is nothing holding them in place. By the way, sorry if sometime I'm a bit off camera. I'm gonna do it like the other way, just like this. Usually it's actually harder than I thought. This one is held in place by I don't know what. Gonna try the other side to see what it does. Interesting. Okay, I can see it a bit better now. So actually the part that give us the more trouble is this little speaker, I think. And I have no idea why. Not working that way. I got it. I think there is a bit of adhesive on one side of... Oh, adhesive is actually on the other side. I think this is what is giving us some trouble. So I'm gonna put it back in the other. So now I need to remember which side it was, and I was a bit dumb not to take a look at it. I think I'm actually gonna take a look at the camera, but I think it was going that way. But before doing anything else, I will stop recording now and I will check on the footage, because I don't want to do like I do on the Xbox One controller, that I put the A button, that I misplaced the A button and I have to reopen all the controller. Again, I was wrong. Basically what I realized is that I was holding it that way the whole time I tried to remove the speaker. So this means the speaker is going the other way. So I'm gonna take it like that, trying to be really careful. I don't know how fragile they are. And we're gonna put it back in. Just like that. This seemed to be perfect. And also what I realized off camera is that if you don't know why, on which side it is like me, these two metal pins, if I make no mistake, need to make contact with the metal pin of the speaker that are right there on both sides. So these need to be lined up once you whoops, sorry, here, these need to be lined up so when you flip it over like this. So this could help you if you made a mistake like I did. I will start to move things around because my workplace always tends to be a bit messy. And now, do you think that there is still stuff to get out of here? Actually, yes, there is. This little spring here, it's still there, but we will need to remove it. Just like that. We have some new one, but this one is still working. So all I get to do is to remove it, and we will be able to reuse it. So that little circle, it's meant to keep it in place really well. So here we go. I think I get it. Yeah, just like that. We're gonna put it back on this one. Same stuff. Actually, I think it's easier to start with the right side of it. Oops, sorry, I dropped it. I will try to do it with my big fatty end. See if I can do that. This is always a pain to put these on. I think I get it. Don't move. Now I need to just get this on the other side, just like that. Yeah, this is in place actually. And now we're gonna get this one all the way over there. Just like that. And now we get it. So one is in place, the other one was missing. So actually, I think I will get the new one already. Just to, yeah, there was some new one coming with the controller. So we're gonna be able to put it in place and see if we like them or not. So I think just like this one is in place. And now, see, and now we will lift this other part up like we did on the other side. I'll get it. Here we go. This seems to be well in place also. One thing done. And do you think we're done with this one now? Actually, we're not. There's still a last part in this that we will need to remove, and it's this pad right here. If we don't have this pad there, there will not be enough force on this ribbon film here to activate the buttons and everything. So we need to remove this. I think I will take a flathead screwdriver to do this, and I want to remove it so we can reuse it. So I will try to be really careful. Okay, so there is the adhesive. So we need to do it a really delicate way, so I'm gonna start by this side. Oh, actually it's easier than I thought. And I can remove this pretty easily by sliding it one side to another. As you see, we already have all of it done, and there will still be enough adhesive on it to stick on the other one. Just like this. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. And now we'll already stick it on the other. So, look nice, isn't it? Think this is good? Look pretty similar to the other one. And this part, we are done with this one. Unfortunately, there is no way to fix them, so this will all go to scrap, sadly. So let's put that aside. Now let's work on this one. We still need to reassemble the controller fully. So first thing to be done, we're gonna take this conductive film here. And when you're putting the conductive film, first thing that you need to do is you need to slide it through the controller in the opening, and to get it to go on the other side. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky. Yeah, like on this one. But you will got it, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna clip it there. Right there. Now we're gonna do the top as we did on the other one. So as I think when we remove it, we pass it that way and it goes really well. Yeah, just like that. And here we go. So one side is done. Trying to do the same on the other side. Always be delicate with those things because these can be a lot of trouble sometimes. They break on some controller. Now I'm gonna clip it at the bottom, just like that. Actually, I could do it with a pair of tweezers so you can see a bit more well. Here we go, here, here, and here, just like that. And we will do it here also. Pushing that down. And same thing on the other side. Oops, it's actually a bit higher than I thought. Just like this. So, conductive film is in place. Really nice. We're gonna put back the conductive pad. Just like this. Already feel well in place. We're gonna put on the latch at the end. Yeah, really nice. I'm gonna take the pair of tweezers just to make sure it's well in place. Sometimes it looks like it's in place, but actually it's not really. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Not that there is a, a bar, it's a bit harder to do. But we prefer to have the bar than not having the bar. And now we push it in. Oh, it's so nice when it goes so well. So we're gonna put those black buttons in, just like this, and we will see what it looks like. For a moment, I don't really like the feeling of it, but we will see what it will be when the controller is back in. This one is better. Why is this one? Why this one not feeling good? This one is actually... Look, this one is going well. This one, not really. We're gonna try to remove it. Just like that. Sorry. We're gonna see with another one, with the original one. Yeah, this one feels great. This one feels great. Why is this one not feeling great? I think I see why. Yeah, just give me a moment. There seems to be a bit extra plastic here. We're gonna strip it off. Sometime when you buy some parts, these are not perfect, and I think there is a little strip of plastic. You wouldn't see it on the camera, but I would just remove it. I could also take some paper to do so. Just that should be enough to get it a better sliding. Here we go. So this is done. I don't know if there doesn't seem like to be another one. So we're gonna try it again. Okay. Let's try that again and see if it solved the issue. No, it didn't. There's still too much friction somewhere. We're gonna try again. We're gonna have this piece working, I guarantee. So I'm gonna come back to this button later. Now we're gonna put on the new triggers. We're gonna start with the R2 one. In order to do so, you just need to clip them in place, one side and the other side. And now it should work. Actually, these buttons are really bad. I do not recommend them to anyone. There's too much friction on there. So actually what we're gonna do, I think, is that we're gonna put the R1 button in because it's the only button that is going well. And I'm gonna put the other one gray, even if it looks a bit more silly, because otherwise we're just having some craps. Just like that, like we did to remove the other one. So here we go. We're gonna put the proper button in. That is how it should look. Oh, it looks nice. That is how it should be. Not those like those silly buttons. So there's gonna be a R1 button that is a bit more black, but I think that's the best we can do, because other buttons are really bad and I wouldn't enjoy playing with just a controller, but the R1 button feels great, so we're gonna keep it like that. And we're actually lucky. It looks like the only button in this slot that is going well. Here we go. L2 in place. Yeah, L2 working great. And we're gonna put back the L1 in, and I hope that this works. Let's see. Yeah, this one is working nicely. This one looked nice. So now, oops, I see something. We're gonna clip that back. With all the workaround we did, these unclips, it's not really a big problem even if we reassemble them while they are on clips. So now we're at this state, and it's time to resolder those rumble motors on. I'm just gonna move them out of the way now that we enter this piece in. What is happening? Is there something on the other side? This should be good. I don't know why it's not. Okay, this looks nice. This looks nice also. We're gonna try it back. Maybe there was something in the way that we didn't see. Should be good. I think it's good. Looks nice to me. So we're gonna resolder back the rumble motors. Actually, I will just try something. Maybe the cushion pad that we put there is a bit too high. I'm gonna remove this one. Then this one here. And let's see if we can push it more. So I don't want to push on these. Just want to push on the conductive pad. Let's see now. So, do you think this is gonna work now? Yeah, this is better, I think. There is still a bit too much, I think. But is it? In these moments, I would like to have some X-ray vision to see where exactly is the problem. Is it the speaker that is giving us some problem? Maybe it is. I will try to do it without speaker just to see what it's doing. In fact, I think it's easier to remove this little cushion here. See if it's the problem. Let's see. Actually, I think that is just measurement that are a bit off. And I think I'm gonna do the sending off camera because this video is already getting a bit long. I think I succeed to put that in place pretty nicely. It took some effort, but I still do it. Now we will need to put back the rumble, to solder back the rumble motor in place. This should not be that hard. Let's see if we can do this. Just like this. I'm always trying to get you a better view when I'm trying to do some soldering. So red one first. Just like that. The black one. So basically you just do the reverse of what you did to unsolder them. This looks nice. So the black one first on this side. Sorry, I'm not used to work in this position and I'm trying not to burn anything. So I'm gonna try to do it like this. So putting the wire there. We'll flip it over, I think. So just like this. And the last one. And here we go. Now no more need for the soldering iron. All our wire are nice in place. Now we're gonna switch back to the regular way to do it. I know those wires look a bit crappy, but we will do with it. When you're doing this, one thing not to forget before to reassemble everything are the thumbsticks, because it happened to me a lot with those Dualshock 4, is that I forget to put back the thumbsticks, and once you reassemble everything, you think everything is done correctly, you take a look and you're like, oh no, I forget the thumbsticks. If you want to take this part, you basically flip it like that. You place it over there, making sure everything line up. And now what you need to be cautious is the ribbon cable of the touchpad. Right here you need to make sure it fits right where it should. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky. So making sure it lines up, and here we go, it lines up here perfectly, so we will be able to do this. I think I'm gonna plug it immediately, just like this. We're gonna screw this in. So we're starting to see what our Dualshock 4 will look like. And now we can put back the battery cover. Yes, we're already at that step. And whoops. So like that. Why it doesn't want to? Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it's good. So now we can take this battery, put it in like this, flip it over, just like this. And now it's time to do the final part before reassembling the controller. We plug this in. This can always be a bit tricky. Now the controller is starting to look really nice. I'm gonna put back the final screw. I think we have a really nice final products, and we will see if everything works. We are now ready for the testing. This is the final step. Well, I hope it's the final step. If everything worked correctly, we have a nice repair in. So it lights up yellow, always good news. I'm gonna open up the testing device. Oh, it's on my computer screen now. Okay, so let's go for the testing of it. Buttons seem to work correctly. Even this one that we changed, it's nice. This works, this and this works. Now joysticks works also fine. Perfect. This controller seems to be a fix. I hope that you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.